Hi, Omni-Sunday. The Treasures of Ruin are the name for the new quartet of Dark-type legendary Pokémon in the Gen 9 games, Scarlet and Violet. These Pokémon in order are called Wo-Chien, Chien-Pao, Ting-Lu, and Magi-Yu. They're certainly not like the average Pokémon names, but they've grown on me. In this video, I'm going to fuse each of them with a fitting regular Pokémon and give them a bit of lore. Let's start with Wo-Chien. It was formed for the grudge of a person who wrote an ancient king's evil deeds on wooden tablets. This grudge clad itself in dead leaves to become a Pokémon that drains life force from vegetation. It causes forests to wither and fields to instantly become barren. The author of these wooden tablets had a pet dog, who was punished along with them. It's covered in dead leaves and wears a hat made of wooden tablets. It picks flowers to try to look pretty, but these petals quickly wither away. Here's the final art. Wo-Frou is a grass dark-type Pokémon with the ability Ruinous Fur. This ability halves the Pokémon's defense, but doubles the power of its contact moves. Keep in mind that contact isn't the same as physical. For example, Petal Blizzard is a physical attack that doesn't make contact, but Grass Knot is a special attack that does make contact. Also, this Pokémon's Leaf Storm doesn't lower its special attack stat. Wo-Frou uses the vines coming from its head to sense its surroundings, and they can also spew dark energy. Its hat powers the grudge's hold. Wo-Frou wanders across the globe looking for its master, whom it will likely never find. Next is Chien-Pao. It was formed by the hatred of those who had died by the sword long ago, which clad itself in snow. It can control 100 tons of fallen snow, playing innocently by leaping in and out of the avalanches it caused. A Pokémon had perished by the sword while an egg was inside it. This once blissful Pokémon used the power it had left to keep its egg alive, but hatred turned it into something different. This Pokémon is cold to the touch, and seems to be in an endlessly bad mood. It saps life energy from everything around it, and mercilessly beats down its weakened prey. Here's the final art. Toge-Pao is a dark fairy type Pokémon with the ability Child of Ruin. This ability multiplies the non-HP stats of all surrounding Pokémon by 0.75 times. Since their stats are multiplied by 3/4, it's like multiplying its own stats by 4/3. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's how that works. After doing way too much math, I concluded that this ability would make its base stat total roughly more than 550 rather than 407. Also, this Pokemon's Sacred Sword will always lower its target's defense by 1 stage. Toge-Pao hops around innocently and energetically when surrounded by many forms of life. It doesn't seem to know why everything around it slowly withers, and simply looks for somewhere else to play once it is surrounded by dust. Some say that this Pokémon has been alive for 1,000 years, and others say it could survive 1,000 more. Third, Ting-Lu. It was formed by fear poured into an ancient ritual vessel, which clad itself in rocks and dirt. It brings its exceedingly heavy head down to split the earth with huge 50-meter deep fissures. While fear was being poured into an ancient ritual vessel, a sleeping Pokémon was caught in the rocks and dirt that makes up this beast. This Pokémon is said to have the power to puncture the core of the earth, though it is usually too sleepy to turn over a rock. It shakes the earth with a yawn, but is almost always silently asleep. Here's the final art. Ting-King is a ground dark-type Pokémon with the ability Vessel of Sloth. This ability halves this Pokémon's special defense, but when it's below 25% HP, its physical defense is doubled. This ability isn't meant to be good since Ting-King's base stats are so high. Obviously, it still leaks better than Truant. Also, this Pokémon's Giga Impact is Dark-type. Ting-King has only ever been observed asleep, but even a snore can cause an earthquake. Some say it awakens every 1,000 years, but others say its awakening could be the beginning of the end of the world. Tremors happen often near the place it rests, but each one causes anxiety across the globe. Lastly, Magi-Yu. It was formed by the envy accumulated within curved beads that sparked multiple conflicts clad in fire. It controls flames by burning over 3,000 degrees Celsius and swims through the lava it creates by melting sand and rocks. When beads that sparked multiple conflicts were thrown into the sea, a Pokémon choked on them, dying and resurrecting the envy accumulated within. Although this Pokémon was granted eternal life, its presence signals nothing but a slow and painful demise. Any body of water it enters will come to a boil, sterilizing it completely. This Pokémon is thought to have caused 55 extinction events since its birth. Here's the final art. Magi-Yu is a dark, water-type Pokémon with the ability Swift Beads. This ability multiplies this Pokémon's special attack and speed by 1.5 times, but locks it into the first move it chooses. It's basically like holding a Choice Specs and a Choice Scarf at the same time, with the option of holding another item. Given Choice Specs and a modest nature, Magi-Yu's special attack stat could reach 614. Luckily, this Pokemon would surely faint to one attack. Also, this Pokemon's Inferno never misses. Magi-Yu is feared for its volatility and many have tried to slay it. It seems that anyone who attempted this has never been seen again. Many fear that the experience Magi-Yu gains from these battles will cause it to evolve into an all-powerful golden dragon, and the only solace is that it hasn't happened yet. And that's about it for this one. Thanks for watching. My next Pokemon video will be on the Swords of Justice. I know, I'm kind of on a legendary kick. I hope to see you there, and thanks for watching.